Hey, it's ScouseMouse here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. Let's go. Hey guys, strap yourselves in for what is going to be the ultimate guide for how to get a golden chocobo and how to find the 4 materia caves. So it's quite a long process, but I'm going to show you step by step how to do it fairly easily. I should be absolutely fine. Now, the only thing I've done off camera before this episode was that I wanted to level up one of my all materials to the point of being a master, because you can sell that for quite a lot of money, and it's an expensive business, breeding chocobos. So we're gonna need some cash in the bank. So I'm just gonna sell my all materia right now to this dude. Wait till you see how much money you get for one of these. This will set us up for life. 1.4 million gil. Yep, thank you very much. We will not need another penny for the rest of the game now. Happy days. Right, so before we get on to the fun bit of catching the chocobos and breeding them and all that jive, there's just a little bit of preparation that we need to do. So first of all, I am going to hop over to the Chocobo Ranch, because you can't catch a chocobo until you've rented some stables for them to live in. So I'll park myself up here, and we're gonna go rent some stables from Chocobo Ranch. So if we go into the little farmhouse, and we're gonna have a word with Chocobo Billy. Now this is the first big expense of the whole process. There's six stables that we can rent, and we want all 6 of them, and they are 10,000 gil per stable, so that's 60,000 straight away. So I'm just gonna zoom through this and rent all 6 of the stables. Right, there we go. That is 6 stables in the bag. So now we've got to go visit his grandson, Chocobo Billy. So the old guy's Chocobo Bill, and his grandson Chocobo Billy. Because if you want to catch some chocobos, you're going to need some greens. So I'm just going to buy a few of these. And money's no object anymore, is it? So we might as well get some pretty nice ones. I always go for curial. So they're 1,000 each. I mean, let's get 20. That's probably overkill, but we've just cashed in 1.4 million, so I'm sure we can afford it. Now there's just a couple more bits of kind of preparation that we're going to do before we catch our very first chocobo. Now the first thing is to get some Carob Nuts, and I will tell you where we get them from. We get them from a little dragon dinosaur kind of dude who lives by the Bone Village. So we're going to have to go over here, and I'll show you what he looks like. Pop down here. You should get into fights with him pretty regularly. I'm just going to make sure, actually, that I have got the steel materia equipped. Yes, we have. Red 13's got it. Yeah, so we're going to look for this dinosaur dude, and we're going to steal a Carob Nut off him. Now, you can only steal 1 per fight. Oh, we got him first go. Lovely stuff. Yeah, so you can only steal 1 per fight. So I'm going to steal 1, then we'll kill him, and then we'll have to come across another 2 more, because we need 3 Carob Nuts altogether. So let's see if we can steal it first time. Yay! First go. Do you know what? I'm just going to run away, actually, because this guy has got a stupid amount of health. So it's quicker to just run away. Come on, guys. Right, so that's 1 Carob Nut. I'm going to rinse and repeat that until we get 3. Right, so that's our 3rd Carob Nut. And there's 1 more type of nut that we want to collect, and that's right over this way on a little island. A little island called Goblin Island, and what we're looking for is a goblin. And he is going to give us a Zeio Nut. Now, I can't remember if you have to steal it from him, or you just get it at the end of the battle for killing him. So, we'll see what happens. Right, fingers crossed we've got a goblin here. Oh, we got 3. Lovely stuff. Now, I can't remember if you have to steal it or you just get it at the end of the fight for killing them. So, we'll see what happens, I guess. We'll get Red 13 stealing all the way through the fight. just in case you do have to steal it. Because it said he couldn't steal anything there, but it's not 100% success rate anyway, so let's just keep at it. Come on, Red, don't let us down. Right, what I'm going to do actually is start defending a bit, just to give Red 13 a chance to steal, if it is possible. Yay! We stole a Zeio Nut, so I guess you did have to steal it. And there we go, there's the little goblin dead. So we've got our 1 Zeio Nut. You do only need 1. So that is a job done. Right, and we can get out of here and go catch our first Chocobo. Now there are some greens that we need from the Chocobo stage, but we'll get them later when we need them. So there's all sorts of different types of Chocobo. Obviously you can get male ones and female ones for breeding purposes, and you can get good ones, great ones, wonderful ones, and I'm going to show you where to get the right ones. So the first place we're going to go is just east of where the gold saucer is. So there's the gold saucer, and we're going to go just east of it to these tracks over here. Try and catch ourselves the first Chocobo. Right, so let's go over to the tracks and let's make sure there's 2 things we want to do. First of all, we need to make sure that we've actually got the materia equipped. Chocobo lure. Oh, we'll stick a luck plus on as well. So stick the lock Chocobo lure on. In fact, we might as well, we've got 2 of those. So we might as well stick it on someone else as well, because I think that doubles our chances of finding one. And the other thing we want to do is go to your items, arrange them, customize, and you want to put your Chocobo greens right at the top. That way they'll be right at the top of the menu and you can use them on the Chocobo really quickly before he gets a chance to run away. So if we stick to these tracks, oh, there's the Chocobo music. What we're looking for is a good Chocobo. Oh no, this is not the one. So a good Chocobo in this area will always come with, he'll always come alongside 2 Spencers, they're called. They're like little green lizards. So when you find yourself in an encounter with a Chocobo and either 1 or 2 of the Spencers, the little green lizards, I'll tell you what they look like when we see one, then you'll know that that's a good Chocobo. And that is what we're looking for at the moment, a good one. So we're going to keep hunting around until we find that situation. Right, here we go. So we've got a Chocobo alongside these 2 Spencers, I think they're called. So first of all, we're going to chuck one of our greens at the Chocobo, and then we're going to try and kill the green guys before he stops nibbling on them. Go on, dude, help yourself. Boom, caught a Chocobo. Easy peasy. Yay, we got a Chocobo. So up to now, when you get off a Chocobo, he just runs away back into the wild and that's it, he's free again. But now, because we've got some stables, when you get off, it's going to give you the option. You can either let him roam free, or you can send him back to the stables. And of course, we're going to send him back to the stables, aren't we? Thank you, matey. Now, because we found him in that area, I don't know how he gets over the sea, by the way. But because we found him in that particular area, and with those particular enemies, we know that he's definitely going to be a good Chocobo. But what we want to make sure is that he's a male Chocobo. Now, it's determined whether he's male or female at the point of you stepping into the Chocobo Ranch. So what we're going to do is something a bit cheeky here. We're going to save it right now, and then if we go in and it's female, we'll reload our game, go back into the ranch, and hopefully next time it'll be male. And we'll have to keep doing that until we get a male one. So he wants to be male and he wants to be good. So let's, fingers crossed we get it right first time. So there he is in the little ringed fence, and what we need to do is go and have a word with Choco Billy and ask him to move him into the stable for us. And that's the point where we'll find out what sexy is. So, moving the chocobos. Which one are you going to put in the stable? At the moment, I've only got one. This seems like a good chocobo. We know. Want to put this in your stable? Yes, please. And this is when we're going to find out whether it's a boy or a girl. Fingers crossed. Yes! Got it right. First time. Okay, now. Okay, now I'd say it's really important to name your chocobos something sensible. When you're breeding them, you want to name them something that makes it very obvious what it is. So I will always name them either M or F, depending on whether they're male or female, and then some kind of something to say whether they're good, great, wonderful, and whatnot. Thankfully, good fits in. We're gonna have to get creative with some of the other ones. So he is a male and he's good. Lovely stuff. Now we need to find a female who's gonna breed with him. Right, so let's hop back in our airship and I'll tell you where to find the next one. So the next one, there's a couple of places you can find what we're looking for, which is a great chocobo this time. And my favourite place to go is near Rocket Town. So let's zoom over there. So if you see, here's Rocket Town, and just over here to the left are some tracks. And this is where we want to hunt for our next chocobo. So this one is going to turn up with either two of these weird little grasshopper things, or two of these like winged little gargoyle things. I'll show you what I mean when we see some. Hopefully we'll get it first time. Yay, there we go. So it's either going to show up with two of these guys or two little grasshoppers. But I'm not going to be able to show you the grasshoppers because we're going to do this first time. Just make sure you don't accidentally hit the chocobo, because then you'll scare him off. There he is. Boom. And because we've caught it in this particular area and with this particular set of enemies, we know that it's definitely going to be a great chocobo. So the only thing we need to do is send her, or hopefully her, back to the stables. And then we're going to hop in our airship and we're going to go see her. And fingers crossed she is going to be a female. But we're going to do the same trick again. We're going to save it just outside the stables. If she is female, wonderful. If not, we'll reload it and fingers crossed next time she will be. Right, so we're all saved up. Let's go in and find out if it's a boy or a girl. Fingers crossed we can get it first time round again. So again, we're going to talk to Chocobilly and ask him to put her into the stables for us. Yeah, so we've got 6 stables, and later we're going to have lots of different chocobos, and so that's why it's so important that you kind of give them sensible names. And it's a great chocobo, Chocobilly says. So we're going to put him in. Oh, it's a male. Okay, better luck next time. So we're going to have to reload and see if we can get a different one next time. Yay, it's a female. Only took me 2 goes. I've had some painful times where it's taken a lot of goes to get the right one. So it's F for female, and it's great. We haven't got enough letters to spell great, so let's just do GR8. As long as you know what it means, that's all that matters. Right, so there's one thing I've got to do now, which I mentioned earlier, is that we've got to visit the Chocobo Sage. Because we've got to buy some greens to get our chocobos all big and strong. And he is in the snowy mountains over this way. We did visit him earlier in our playthrough, and it's the place where you get the 4th and final enemy skill materia. Where are you? There he is. Right, so let's pay him a little visit. And here comes the really expensive bit. This is why I needed to sell that all materia. You'll soon see why. Can you sell me something, please? I would like to give my chocobos some silka screens, which are 5,000 each. And by the time the breeding process is over, we're going to need 50 of them. So that's 250,000 worth of gil. No worries for someone who's got 1.4 million, but until you sell that all materia, it's pretty hefty. I had about 250,000, I think, before I started this process. But that was before we bought £60,000 worth of stables. So yeah, I definitely needed to sell the all materia to get myself over the line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to give... You know, we've got 2 chocobos now, a male and a female. I'm going to give them 5 each. Just makes them a bit stronger, a bit faster. Because what we're going to have to do is take them to the gold saucer and race them. So giving them these greens just makes it a bit easier to win those races. Right, so let's chat to Choco Billy, and I believe he's the guy who's going to help us feed them. Feeding chocobos. Silka screens, please. Which chocobo are you going to feed it to? And then we can cycle through them. Male good or female great. So remember, we're going to give 5 each. So I'll zoom through this really quick. We can set it to 5. Is this all right? Yep. It's like he's leveled up. Speed plus, stamina plus, intelligence plus. They're getting along better. So that was for the male. Now we're going to do the exact same thing, but for the female. Yes, please. 5 silka screens to our female. Hey, speed plus, stamina plus, intelligence plus. They're getting along better. Now we are going to breed these 2 chocobos together, but before we do that, we need to get their rank upgraded a little bit. And the way to do that is to hop over to the gold saucer. And we're going to need to win 3 races with each chocobo. So I'm going to zoom over to the chocobo. Zoom over to the chocobo. I'm going to zoom over to the gold saucer. And we're going to win 3 races with each chocobo. Now this is the long part of the process. So I won't make you watch me do all the chocobo races. So if you go to North Coral is the easiest way of doing it. And then if you remember, in the back of North Coral is the tramway that takes you up to the gold saucer. And this is the time to be buying a lifetime ticket in the gold saucer. Because it's so much more kind of cost effective. And we've got loads of money now, so let's go for it. We're going to be making lots of trips back to the gold saucer. Here we are. Get out of my way, punk. Welcome to the gold saucer. Are you together? A single pass is 3,000 gil, or you can purchase a lifetime pass for 30,000 gil. Yeah, we're going for the big one. If you have a gold ticket, you can come and go as freely into the park as long as you don't lose it. Here at the gold saucer, there are many places where you must pay with GP. Just think of GP as money that you can use only at the gold saucer. GP can only be redeemed at the games in Wonder Square and at Chocobo races. Your GP limit is 10,000, so be careful. Yeah, we're going to have to rack up a bit of GP to get Cloud's final limit break. So, we want to hop over to the Chocobo Square. And all the way to the top so we can do some Chocobo racing. Oh, I love that Chocobo music. So we go over to this lady, Esther, that we met way back when. She helped us escape from the coral prison. Hey, long time no see. How have you been? There's a lot going on in the world outside. Got a little lonely around here, but you can't keep a jockey from doing what he loves. How about it? You want to ride again? You have your own chocobo, right? Yep, let me register. Which one? And then, so we've got 2 chocobos to choose from. We're going to have to win 3 races with both of them. So let's just start with the male dude. So he's a rank C at the moment. And I would always choose the short course. For obvious reasons, we just need to get 3 wins. It doesn't matter which course it's on. So the short one is quicker to do. Right, so here we are in our first race. So we got us in number 1. Amy in number 2. Edward number 3. Blues in number 4. James in number 5. And Pow number 6. Let's go. So I always do it in manual. But it's up to you how you want to race. But it should be nice and easy now that we've got those silker screens, because our stamina will be better, our speed will be better, all that sort of stuff. So all we need to do is win 3 races with the male and 3 races with the female. Obviously I'm not going to make you watch them all, because this is certainly not the most fun part of getting a gold chocobo. Right, there's the finish line. We got plenty of stamina, so let's just go for it. Hey, and there is our first win. So we got to do that twice more with the male, and then 3 times with the female. So this is going to take some time. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Right, so we're back at the airship, and we're going to zoom our way all the way over to Chocobo Ranch. Now, when we breed these 2, we need to when you breed 2 chocobos, you always need to use a nut. So that's what we got those carob nuts for right at the start. So we're going to breed these together, and we're going to use a carob nut. And when we do that, we're going to get either a blue chocobo or a green chocobo. It is random, so it doesn't matter which one we get. So we don't need to do the whole saving trick. Anyone will do for now. And all will be explained in 2 moments. So let's breed them first. Hello, Billy. How goes it? Mating chocobos. Which 2 chocobos are you going to mate? Talk to the 2 you like and make your decision. So we've only got 2. So yeah, we'll have this one, the female great. And this one, the male good. So let's mate these 2. Go ahead. Which nut are you going to give him? So there's all these different nuts. Don't give him the Zeio Nut. I mean, even if you do, you can go get another one. But give him the Carob Nut. This is the one, alright? Yep. Now, what are we going to end up with? Hey! A green chocobo! And it's male. Now that's very important to note down what sex it is. So let's delete that. So we know it's a male. And he's green. Except we can't spell green, so... Alright, Gren. That'll do. Now, what we're going to do is those 2 chocobos, the great female and the good male, we're going to breed them again. But, you know, you need a rest. They're not ready to breed again straight away. So, they can only breed once you've been involved and kind of properly completed somewhere between 3 and 10 battles. So I need to do somewhere between 3 and 10 battles. And then they'll be ready to breed again. So I'm just going to hang around here. Because we're way over leveled for this area, we'll storm through 3 to 10 battles, no worries. Right, so we've done the full 10 fights just to be on the safe side, and I've also just saved it. I'll explain why now. So we're going to breed these 2 chocobos again. Now, but it's totally random whether you get a blue or a green, and it's also totally random whether you get a male or a female. Now we've got a male green, And so we need one that is the opposite color and the opposite sex as well, so that we can breed them together. So we have to get a blue female from this next kind of breeding. Which obviously isn't, of all the different combinations you could have a blue male or a blue female. You could have a green male or a green female. It's not that likely. So, there's probably going to be some reloading involved here, but you never know. We might get lucky and do it first time. So again, breed them with a carob nut, exactly the same as you did last time. We're just hoping for a green female this time. No, sorry, a blue female. Come on, fingers crossed we get it first time. Blue female. Well, it's blue. It's blue. Come on. Yes! First go. That is amazing. Right, boom. Oh, that has saved so much time. So, female. And it's blue, as if that wasn't obvious just to look at it. But it'll come in handy when we're going to the gold saucer to race them. Then we'll know which one's which. Which is exactly what we're going to have to do now. But before we do that, same as last time, we're going to feed them each some greens. So talk to Billy. This time we're going to give them 10 each. So exactly the same as before. Silker screens, and we're going to give them 10 each. So we'll give them to the green dude first. Gren. Sounds like quite a cool name. 10 for you, sir. Leveled up his stats lots. Now, of course, this is just to make the racing process a lot easier. Right, and this time we're going to feed the blue, a female. 10 again. Right, and now it's all the way back off to the gold saucer to do some more racing. Yay! So again, fly over to North Coral. We're not going to have to pay for our entry into the gold saucer this time because we've got a lifetime pass. And this time we're going to have to win 6 races with each chocobo. So it's going to take twice as long. Don't worry, we're nearly there now. Nearly there. Right, here we are back with Esther. So remember, 6 races with each chocobo. So that's the male green and the female blue. Here goes. Right, we've won our 6 races with each chocobo. God, that took longer than I remembered. So it's all the way back to the Chocobo Ranch now so that we can breed them with each other. Right, so we're back here at the Chocobo Ranch, ready to breed them, except in the same way that you can't breed for a second time just after breeding, you also can't breed like baby chocobos. And once they're just after they've born, you're not able to breed them until you've fought somewhere between 3 and 10 fights again. So we're going to battle our way through 3 to 10 fights. Again, we'll do 10 to be on the safe side. And then there'll be mature chocobos and we'll be able to breed them. Right, so we've done our 10 battles. Now let's go and get our chocobo. So we don't need to save it this time because this time we're definitely going to get a black chocobo. If we've done everything right, that is. So we're going to breed the blue and the green, and we're definitely going to get a black one. And we're going to use a carob nut again to breed them. Okay, so pick the blue one. Yes, please. And the green one. Now we know it's definitely going to be black, but we don't know if it's going to be male or female. Thankfully, it doesn't matter at this stage. So you don't need to do the whole save and trick before you go in. There we go. Ta-da! How cool does he look? A black chocobo, and it's a female. So do note that down, it's important. So she's female and she is black. Obviously we can't spell black properly, so we're just going to do it like that. Oh, and we're nearly there now. Okay. So all we need to do is find another chocobo that we're going to breed with that black one. And what we want is a wonderful chocobo. Now, I'm not sure if there's multiple places to get a wonderful one, but there's one place where I know that you definitely can, and it's on the North Continent in the snowy area. So that is where we're going to go. So here we are, right by these tracks. I'll show you where it is on the map. Here we are. So we're going to land here. Maybe not. Is it not going to let us land in the snow? Okay, I think we have to land on the grass. Okay, so we're going to land there and then make our way over to the tracks. And we're going to get a wonderful chocobo. Now, wonderful chocobos always appear either with one of these bouncing rabbits or two of the bouncing rabbits. So if you get a chocobo and it's not with those enemies, just leave it. It has to be with those enemies and no one else. Right, here it goes. Chocobo music. Fingers crossed he's with some rabbits. Come on. Yes, he is, and just one as well. That's nice. One less to kill. So give him a Curial Green, and let's attack the bunny rabbit. Okay, just being very cautious about what we do here, because I don't want one of my teammates to kill the rabbit, and then the other one ends up kind of having their turn and attacking the chocobo. Yay! That went very smoothly. So now we have a chocobo that we know is a wonderful chocobo, which is exactly what we want. So we're going to hop off and send him over to the stables. See you later, buddy. And we're going to hop back. He looks a bit lost. Come on, he'll find his way. Yeah, so now we're going to head back to the stables and do the trick again with the saving, because we know we've got a black female. So what we need, obviously we need the wonderful one to be able to breed with it. So we need that wonderful one to definitely be male. And so we're going to have to save it outside and do the old trick until we get the wonderful one to be male, so that he can breed with the black one. Right, okay. Let's chat to Chocobo Billy. So we want to move the one that we've just caught into a stable. It's a wonderful chocobo, I know it is. I found it myself. Yes, put him in please. And please be male. Yeah! We are doing well today. Okay, so he is male. And he is wonderful. Right. Now, guess what? We have to get them both to the A class ranking at the Chocobo Racing again. So that means winning 6 races with each of those 2 new Chocobos. Whew. Okay, so we're going to feed them first. It's just going to make our life easier. So we're going to give them 10 each. And that'll be the last of our Silka screens. Right, so let's give 10 to the black female. There you go, my dear. Right, so here's our wonderful male, and we're going to give him 10 as well. There we go. I gave you my last screens. Groovy! So it's back off to the gold saucer again to win 6 races with the wonderful one and 6 races with the black one until they're both A class. We'll also need to do another 10 fights to make sure that they are mature chocobos so that they can breed. So here goes. Right, here we are back again with Esther and it's racing time. So remember, six wins. We need to win 6 times with the black one and 6 times with the wonderful one. Here goes. Right, if you made it this far, well done. We're almost at the finishing line. We've got our 6 wins with our wonderful chocobo and our black chocobo. They're now both A-class chocobos. And we're going to go back home and we're going to breed them, and that is going to give us our golden chocobo. Right, here we are. But don't forget, our black chocobo is still a baby. So we need to fight 10 fights before it's going to become a mature chocobo and able to breed. So let's do 10 fights, then we're done. Right, so we've done our 10 more battles. Our chocobos are going to be mature and ready to breed. Now I did save it just before, just in case, I don't know, in case something terrible goes wrong. But all should be totally fine. Now one thing you need to do first is release some chocobos, because at the moment we've got the 2 regular ones that we got at the start. We've got a blue, a green, a black, and a wonderful. So that's 6, and we've only got 6 stables. So when we make the gold chocobo, he's not going to have anywhere to live. So I'm going to get rid of our 2 old regulars. Yeah, see you later, buddy. Thanks for your help. I'll get rid of the regular female as well. Bye-bye. It's been fun. Right, so we've let those 2 go. Now the only thing that's left to do is breed our black chocobo and our wonderful chocobo. Fingers crossed. So I think that you have to, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think that you have to speak to the black one first. I don't know why. But yeah. So speak to the black one first, then the wonderful one. And now is the time that we're finally going to use that Zeio Nut that we got from the goblin from Goblin Island. So fingers crossed, here goes. Is this the one? Yes it is. Hey, look at him. It's a male gold chocobo. And so we can give him a regular name now instead of all these silly ones. I don't know, let's call him Goldie. That's really original, isn't it? Goldie the gold chocobo. And that, my friends, is how you get a gold chocobo in Final Fantasy VII. I really hope it's been useful. And now we've got one last little thing to do, the exciting bit. What can you do with a gold chocobo? Well, there's 4 bits of materia, 4 caves around the world where you can only reach with special chocobos, and I'm going to show you where they all are now and what they can get you. Right, so I'm going to say I want to ride the chocobos, thank you. Which one am I going to take with me? Well, of course, I'm going to take my good old pal, Goldie. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Giddy up. Woo! I'm sure he's massive compared to the others. Right, let's go. So we're going to head over to the left first. So there's 4 of these materia caves dotted all around the world. You'll see now that we have a gold chocobo, we can go over mountains. We can go absolutely anywhere in the world. We can go over water. So the first place we're going to go is just the second to the other continent. We're going to go near Mount Coral. And there's a little cave there, I'll show you. So it's just here we want to go. So if we hop off, this, your gold chocobo, thank God, does not have an option to set him free. He will not run away, he will wait for you, thankfully. So here's the first materia cave. Over the course of many years, Mako energy crystallizes into materia. We received HP to MP. Now I've done this one first because it's by far the worst. Save the best till last. HP to MP is a really odd one. I don't really see the benefit of it, to be honest. What it does is it'll convert your HP points with your MP points. So it tends to be that you've got a lot more HP than you have magic points. And it just flips it around. So I'm not sure why you'd want to do that. But there you go. And the next one is over by Wutai. Here we go. You see this is kind of closed off by a mountain. So the only way you could get here is with a special chocobo. Now you don't need a gold one for all of these caves. Some of them you just need a blue one or just a green one. But a gold can do them all. Oh, what's this? This is one of my favorites. Over the course of many years, Mako energy will crystallize into materia. Mime materia. So what that does is it basically allows you to mime the move that you've done the previous turn. So you could do a really powerful magic spell or a really powerful summon, and then you could mime it and just do it again the very next turn. So that's cave number 2. Cave number 3 is all the way over the opposite side of the map now. And here is the next cave. Now I'll show you a little trick here. Down here, there's a little glitch where you can land the airship right here. And if you land it at the right spot and try and exit the airship as you land, then you'll kind of land the airship on the grass, but you'll get off down here. And then you can just walk to the cave without even having a special chocobo. But it is a bit fiddly, and this is the legit way to do it. And this is one of the really good ones. Ooh, it's blue. Over the course of many years, Mako energy crystallizes into materia. Quadra magic. So what that does, as the name might suggest, is that it casts a spell 4 times. So you link it with, say, Ultima, and you cast Ultima, and it will cast Ultima 4 times in a row in one turn. Pretty good. Now it's slightly, each kind of casting of Ultima will be slightly weaker than a single casting would, but it's still very strong. Now the 4th one is so secret, it's not even on the map. You've just got to head out to the northeast and it'll be here. And here it is, guys. Just for those who don't know where it is on the map, right here in the northeast of the world. We hop over here, and this is the Big Daddy. This is the one everyone talks about. You'll notice there's one special materia of each type. So we've had a purple one, we've had a yellow one, we've had a blue one, which is the kind of support materia, and now we're getting a red one, which is the summon. Knights of the Round. The strongest summon in the whole game. It's ridiculously powerful. I will show you what it's like in action next episode. It is absolutely crazy strong. Right, and here we are back at the Chocobo Ranch where it all began many, many hours ago. So I hope you found this really useful. If you have, don't forget to leave a like and let me know in the comments. And if you have found it useful, do share it with your friends and any Final Fantasy 7 fans if you think they'd find it useful. And hopefully you join me for the next episode of Final Fantasy 7 where we can test out all these amazing new materials. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye bye. Walk.